Dodging.
All right. All right. Even with their D8s, that's not enough to hit you. And because you've got that speed of 8, and so their shots are chewing up the ground around you, but to no effect. I turn it over to you. All of your turns.
All right.
Well, this bites. No one's. They're not closing on us. They're closing on the gorillas.
2 of them are closing on the gorillas, and 1 of them is closing on you at the doorway.
I'm gonna focus.
Okay.
All right, and Nefera will be taking out the one closest to the bug patrol. Once again, shooting the railgun, standard ammo, aiming, and sniper shot.
All right.
I don't think anybody's threatening.
I do have a bunch of gorillas with very long-range weapons.
Well, what is their threat range, and how close are the vehicles to them?
Good question. What is the third range for a semi-auto rifle? I did not...
Rifles don't have threat ranges.
Rifles don't threaten.
All right, so semi-auto rifles don't threaten. Okay.
Carbines and pistols threaten.
For a distance, these robots are at about 50 meters from everyone.
The good news is they're in range of your rifles.
Yep, that's the good part. Bad part is
that
still
is
terrible
a
shot.
dead robot. Based on the last rolls we had last time, you've got another 4 successes, so that will completely destroy one of these suckers.
And adding insult to injury, that was my favorite use.
Well, they're far past any sort of injury matter or any sort of insult even mattering because they are dead.
All right.
Overkilling has a chance to shatter morale, unless you're mindless robots.
They do not care very much about morale, and so they continue on.
Okay, and can I activate Frenzy at the end of my round?
I have no
It's not
idea.
an action to do it, right?
No, it just says you can exhaust this gift.
Yeah, just tap it and start screaming.
All right, and tap it and scream, so I can do this again next turn.
From now
All
on,
right,
you have to attack every round.
Yes.
All right, you start screaming bloody murder, ah! And it's back to, well, I guess I'm in. Would you like to do anything? You're the last person, and gorillas. Nefera is the only one that's acted. So, and well, aside from Ezreal, who just focused. So,
well, I know what I'm doing. If you want me to go ahead and cover that, I'm going to try rallying my men who do not have all their weapons ready, and there's at least 2 in there, so they will manage to get the actions that they need.
All right. And what actions are those?
They're going to pull out their weapons, so now all 3 of them can aim and shoot this round. And of course, I am going to choose to personally guard. So let's go ahead and do it. We have this ranger right over here. That is probably at medium range, so they will have the additional D12, correct?
They are still at about 50 meters away from everyone.
Okay, yeah, so that's just a D12 then. So here they go. First shot out, second and third.
All right. Let's see. The threatening range on a autocannon is medium.
That's 30 meters. So if they're at 50, they don't threaten.
Right.
Yep, they do not threaten.
But you do get the D12 to dodge.
Yep. So against your first roll, whose high number is a 5, there is a 9.
Okay.
You do get range dice when you dodge at range. You would get the extra 2d12 to dodge.
We're at 50, not 100.
50 is long.
Yeah, you're more than 30. If you're more than 30, it's long range, 2d12.
Okay, so even more. I should have had 3d12 then. Okay.
So on the third one, So it's good. The range has so far made your shots land wide or low, and this thing is still advancing.
All right, so there is a barrage of fire coming out from around the ship. Everyone is taking cover. I'm bunkering in, and Lisk is just guarding and hiding.
All right. And Jamin?
I guard.
Okay.
And keep wailing on the door, right?
Yeah, whale on door guard.
Well, I
Yeah, he's
assume
still
that's.
trying to get us in.
I assume that's what's going on in the background.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm covering you.
So you're smashing at the door still, and the door is starting to buckle more and more. And these robots are going to continue to advance. So they scuttle forward.
Um, Did Rafferty actually take an action, or
You focus.
I focused. They're not.
Focus.
They're not in range yet, and I'm waiting for them to get closer.
I understand.
Yep. They're not quite in range of his weapon, so they're just double checking their movement.
They threatened at my max range. I am so boned.
Oh, and actually, the reason I didn't take unipolar ranging is because it takes a focus to recharge it, and sniper shot is better for this.
Oh, sniper shot recharges faster when you're screaming tiny.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
But
they are
for-
going to
Okay.
to move forward again, just a pushing on to a closer range. Let's see. With vehicles, do vehicles have faster movement speeds than regular old humans?
It should have the. Are you using the robot rules or are you using something else?
I just made up these guys, and so I didn't quite
Oh,
know.
yeah, we have attack robots in the book.
There are. There are. These would have been so much easier to use.
Yeah.
At least you had fun.
basically, when creatures get bigger, their movement goes up. So you can see that there are some giant robots in the book.
All right. So it moves forward, closing to even closer. So to 45 though, as it's still advancing. It's just using the dash, and it's going to use rapid aim. To one of them is going to continue aiming at this mass of gorillas, and the other one is going to aim at actually, no, they're both going to aim at Neferu. You seem to be the largest threat, and they're smart enough to identify that. So two of them are going to target you, Neferu.
All right, dodging. So I also get the range die.
Yep.
Is that a D8?
We're at 45 meters, so it is long range. So 2d12 still.
So they're
All right, I'll
just
have to roll
slowly
that separate.
waddling.
The first one will miss you completely. You don't have to worry about the range dice. So then roll that again for the second one. So with the range dice, you are totally fine.
Turns out firing across long distances, little hard.
Well then. Is that all the bad guys?
That's all the
Just two
bad
of them.
guys.
All right, then reload and fire with sniper shot, and then screaming, of course. Do I get any tactics die on the one that's now close to the bug patrol?
It is still not in their threatening range.
Okay.
They're all with rifles. They don't threaten.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
All right. And sniper shot, so you ignore the range penalty. And that one's dead. Which one would you kill?
This one here, C6, the closer one.
Yeah. Dead.
Yeah.
Blown apart.
One shot, one kill. All right, well, that's my turn done.
All right. Who's next?
Are you gonna focus again?
Yeah, I'm protecting G-Man, so I'm going to focus. It looks like you guys are doing a good job taking out the robots.
Okay, so my crew is going to go ahead and aim and then try to fire at this one all the way here. That's an even further distance than before, but that's not going to stop us.
Still long range.
Okay, so they get the bonuses that they get. Let's go ahead and do it. Got 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shots.
All right, here we go. Wow, they rolled amazing on those range dice. So I guess your gorillas are just not used to these long distance fighting.
Well, I don't blame them for missing shots. Regardless, I'm going to go ahead and try to rally them while I'm here because I can let them reload right now, and they will.
All
So
right,
they are now
they're
down
reloaded.
1 reload. Okay, and that's my turn. I do a guard as well.
All right, that takes us back to the last robot, who has time to advance just a little bit farther, putting it about 40 meters away from Neferu, just outside of medium range. And it will take a guard as its second action.
Okay. Nivira, you want to just blow it up?
Well, I just dodged there, and this is versus shooting, so I'm going to reroll that D8.
No, it didn't shoot at you. It just took a guard action.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just blow it up. Reload, fire, and scream, just in case.
All right.
I mean, it's funny that you said you had 17 of these because you might actually run out of ammo.
It has a 4 and a 1. But I believe that's your favorite use, so you can re-roll that body die if you like.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oof, magoof. So I believe that's 2 hits, right? With double. So it becomes 4 plus critical is 6 plus 1 is 7.
Yes.
All right.
So it gets rolled with soak.
It's got 4d10. And it soaks 3 of them. So it goes down to 4, which
I believe that's dying.
Which it will tap both its cybernetic body and cybernetic mind, so it is just hurt and panicked. Or no, hurt and panicked, correct? Or is it
Okay,
injured?
so you
Injured
confused
is
it.
lower one.
Yep. It's flying around like a robot.
And
No,
then
look
also
out.
reeling.
All right, well, I suppose that's the last one, right?
It looks like it.
Looks like it.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my focus. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my rifle, aim, and shoot at the last one. Might as well finish
right.
it off before it can rally itself or get another target. Okay, I am not a good rifle shot.
And it is still at range.
Yeah.
It has moved closer.
It's what, long range to me?
Yes.
All right, well, you'll get an extra 2d12 to your dodge dice, but I might still hit you, so who knows?
So
And I'm going to go ahead and
rolled,
spend bullets.
got a 4, 7, and 11.
I only have a 10. I get close, but no cigar.
It does have a gaping hole in its armor from a
Yeah, my bullet
railgun
get
shot.
near it, but I still miss it. I mean, it is like 50 meters away.
And it's its turn. So it has to spend an action to remove reeling.
Real quick. How far away is it?
40 meters at the moment.
Alright, never mind. Keep going.
Yep. So, I don't know if it has esprit de corps, but
Which wouldn't matter. It's
yeah, everyone else is dead. So it might To
retreat
remove
behind the
panic,
ridge.
to remove panic, it has to get out of our line of fire.
All right, so it will use its full action to, let's see, it will run
Yeah. Is
to,
there? Can you
yeah,
get behind this thing here?
yes,
Yeah.
it'll run and take cover behind one of those smaller 5-meter domes. But
Damn
because it
it!
had to run, it is now reeling.
Right. So it bounces around a little bit, flails around, and then. Damn it! We still have one up.
That's fine. I don't think it's going to cause us much trouble. My
Alright.
team is just going to focus until it pops out again, so no biggies here.
Well, I still have to attack. Is it still a viable target?
You actually do have a line of sight there, by the looks of it.
Yeah, it is a viable target, but it does have cover.
All right.
And it's good cover.
Well, then I will still do reload, sniper shot, and scream.
All right, so it'll have these domes are each medium range from the very central dome. So this is just outside of medium range, but you ignore the range penalty, and it's got 1d12 for cover, and it looks like you got 3 successes against it, which would be 6 damage plus critical, which is 8, plus slaying, plus hurt to take it to 10. It can soak 4, which leaves it as a dead robot.
Who knew massive railguns would destroy anything that they touch?
Who knew it all? So it is now smoking ruins around you with a number of just completely overkilled robots scattered around the outside of this courtyard. What would you like to do? Jamin is still wailing away at the door.
That might be all the defenses they have out here. But I'm going to go ahead and bunker down and keep an eye out and see if anything else comes. Probably ought not to, but, never know.
You mean hunker down?
Yeah, hunker down.
All right, and I'll be as alert as a D6 mind Druidon can be, and
Okay.
cover everybody else.
All
Yep.
right. So you cover everyone else, and after a few more wails, the door kind of half melts, half explodes open, and you now have an entranceway to whatever this research facility is, and you see a small entrance going down. Maybe you see another door, but it looks just like an airlock door on the other side, where this would be a small chamber to decontaminate or adapt to whatever environment is inside this facility. This second door does not look nearly as structurally sound as this first door. This second door you could probably just bypass with a click of a button. It's probably not even locked.
Okay.
Well, dust some of this volcanic ash off. They know we're here.
Well, we weren't going to avoid that after we failed to break the cameras. Let's go say hello.
Do you think we should leave your squad in the getaway vehicle?
Yeah, squad, you can handle Dr. Lisk here. And Lisk, while you're here, maybe you can see if you can break into the vehicle and take control.
Does he have craft?
He has got the one craft die.
Okay, then why don't you guys mess with the vehicle and try to get into it while we'll go and explore this? That sounds like a plan.
Yep. And I'll be going in with you guys.
Do
right.
you want to roll for Dr. Lisk now or later?
We can just go ahead and roll now.
Oh, okay, we roll now.
So he's got 2d6, and I don't think there's anything he can pull out that will really help him. He's got a science outfit, and he's got a survey outfit. Neither of them really help here. So he's just gonna roll 2d6, unless, one success rote would do it.
It will not.
Okay. Alright, he spends some time on it and doesn't make progress right now, it seems. With one success.
Yep. He tries to break into it, but it appears like they've locked the doors.
Well, break the lock then. It's like, but that's illegal.
He's trying to use he brought a coat hanger, and so he's trying to lift up the locking mechanism through the slightly open window, because
Mhm.
you got to crack a window on this planet, otherwise the inside will get too cold.
Well, maybe we could find the keys inside.
Right. Well, Lisk will probably keep messing with it. It's not really much issue, and he has nothing else to do, so he'll be there doing that. Okay. So, rest of us going down. Or
All
in.
right, so I'm going to. Yep.
I was gonna ask G-Min, do you want to take point?
Sure.
Right. I believe you see nothing at the moment, correct?
That is correct.
That's a lot of nothing.
Just how I like it.
You
Goes
guys
on
talking
for like
about?
at least a mile.
Yeah, I see everything. Black is a mixture of all colors.
Well, I guess technically the Lampiers see with infrared, so I mean, as long as there's some heat in here, but that probably doesn't help a lot.
So
yeah, but some heat in here. Yeah, I guess everything's just a blazing red.
Hey, let me just blind myself as I walk inside.
So if you want to place yourselves in this first chamber here,
Let's do it.
I can shift click right there.
Yep, and you can adjust everyone's sizes.
I'm huge.
I totally thought I saved everyone's size to be a size smaller. Are you dragging out your profile picture and not your token?
I'm dragging out the token.
This is where I asked the confusing question of like, which one is the token?
So if you click on your character, like if you're dragging out your, well, I guess, Griffin, you have something? Do you want to explain it?
If you go to the character sheets and you take the name and you drag it onto the place, into the general map, that should be the token.
You can't
I mean,
drag a name.
That's the difference between me dragging out my token and me dragging out my my thing. The token is the giant one. The me dragging out my from the character name is the small one.
Yeah, we'll
So
just have to do a quick resize.
You can't drag out the character.
if you open
I
the
drag out your
character, if you open your character sheet thing to where the picture is, you can drag out the picture. But the picture is giant, so I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, so if you just click on the name Ezreal where it says like on Roll20, like where it's got characters and then all those names, if you just drag that out, Ezreal, then yeah.
Oh, crud. Okay, you can just drag the name character. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I thought I'd resized everyone's tokens, so
No, I'm dragging the wrong thing.
is yours the right size? I believe.
I mean, if you never want to fit between any doorway ever, yeah. You're great.
Yours is now the right size.
Okay. Because I dragged it up by the name under the journal tab.
Oh, yeah, you did it totally fine. I just didn't have you quite right resized to the right size. Now you should be good. Jean-Man, how do you like yours? Do you think yours should be smaller?
Yeah, I think I'm too big. That's what she said.
Got it.
There you go.
All right. So you guys descend down into this airlock tunnel and into a small room that you see here on the map. This large room, it appears all the walls and the floor are all made out of some particularly white sort of material that makes everything look spick and span and clean and sterile as possible. The walls are some sort of gray metal that reveal nothing about the current inhabitants of this research facility. Looking down at you as you enter, you see there's a camera that tracks you as you enter the room, and on the side you see, I guess you might not be able to see it because it looks like I didn't reveal all the way. There appears to be another hallway, a single door. This facility is well lit, and at the very front, these two They appear to be some sort of notice boards with large computer screens upon it, which all right, I've been given I'm good to go to enter back into the computer room. I will merge with my stick figure self and become one.
Does your scientist guy have Cosmopolitan?
No, but I do.
Oh, okay, then you might be able to read this.
Yeah, so
we are one.
I removed it well.
Fusion.
I removed him well before you even showed up. So
God dang it!
You dodged it again. All right, so still.
So the signs decry. Each one of them. The two signs say at the very top in bold, fancy, very research letters. They say. What did they say? They say the Duval Research Facility in broad letters, and they look like some sort of notice boards where there's a number of things on them that say, like decontamination process, and there's one that even says like the cafeteria schedule. Today is meatballs and spaghetti.
Oh man, I hope they still have some. I'm so hungry.
We could loot some on our way out. So I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna give the middle finger to the camera, and let's open the door.
As you enter this chamber and you're giving the middle finger to the camera, you hear a crackle of an intercom. This is the Duval Research Center. Please identify yourself.
I'm just a friendly friend passing through. I don't suppose you got a Lazaro here. I got a meeting with him.
Any damage to corporate property into this facility will be prosecuted with the full extent of the law. Please
It's
leave
okay.
immediately.
It's all right. I know Lazaro. He'll pay for it. So how about letting us in?
Your permission has been denied. You are in a restricted area. Please leave immediately.
Does this door actually open? Is it locked or?
There is it does look like there's just a keypad. You could just, it looks like you'd have to enter a key code to enter through this door.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and say, you do have two choices here. The first is you could go ahead and deny us and we'll break everything here, or we could just go have a nice, pleasant talk with Dr. Lazaro. The choice is yours. I got a feeling on this dead-end little volcanic planet covered in ash, it's going to be real hard to replace everything. So I'm making an intimidation.
By the way, Lazaro was the person that you rescued from the prison.
Oh, okay, I'm
Rescue.
sorry. I thought this was that was the name of the head scientist we were trying to talk to here.
No, the head scientist here is a Dr. Renee.
Okay, so replace Lazaro with Dr. Renee.
Yeah, Dr. Renee Duval, actually.
All right, Renee Duval. So,
let's
let's
see
go
that
ahead.
Intimidation.
So it's going to be body, it's going to be will, and there's going to be presence, which, by the way, I do have presence, so that's good. So that's going to be a D8. Let's see, do I have anything else? I don't have the punk outfit on right now, but, I am punk.
You're like, 1 second, let me change my outfits first.
I guess it would make sense now that we're inside and not in the terrible heat. I change clothes or something, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I guess more to the point, I do have several heavily armed friends, and we just demonstrated we can destroy their robots. Does that count for an assist?
I would give you an assist there.
All right, so I'm going to add an extra D8, and we're going to roll, and we're going to see how this turns out. There are 2 successes here.
All right, 2 successes. You kind of hear the voice on the other line go, "You're here to speak to Miss Dr. Duval?"
Yeah, of course.
What about?
And I'll go ahead and look back to everyone else for a second. Go like, wait a second, what do we need to talk to them about?
We'd like to
Some
negotiate your environmental strategies.
yeah, worker issues.
You hear a long pause, and then you hear a Dr. Duval will see you now, and the door opens up.
Thank you.
So the door opens and it reveals a small chamber with a small TV on the wall on the opposite side, which appears to be looping through what looks like some sort of common corporate propaganda, one might say. And in front of a small computer terminal, there you see one of the a Putov, one of these, which I guess you missed, but these are like large insect-like, maybe one might call them like large shrimp, who have adapted to this lava planet and have chitinous armor that covers their body that's various hues of red, and this one
Right.
has spectacles upon its brow and a lab coat draped over its carapace, and several of its arms stick out, and they work nervously in front of it while another set adjusts it. Uh, Welcome to the Duval Research Center. Um, your Dr. Duval is this way, to the left, and he gestures towards the door, and to the first person who enters, which I assume would be Mitherlin.
Yeah.
He holds out like a small tray of what looks like access cards, and each one of them says visitor.
Mhm.
This should get you through. His hands are shaking.
Oh, so generous of you. Mitherlin is just being calm and suave about it. Takes one of the access cards and you said on the left, so go over here, swipe the card.
Yeah, it does open. And as you take one of the cards, and he bolts immediately. He goes towards this right door, and you see he fumbles with a key card around his neck, and he swipes it and shuffles in. You see a small hallway as he shuffles in, and the beep beep as another door is swiped.
All right.
This path opens up, and you see a small, a short hallway with another door.
Okay. Boop.
I assume everyone is following.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
All right, so this door then opens up to a small chamber that looks like some sort of security center. There's a large desk where maybe someone would have waited and taken your name or any sort of information, but you see there's several cameras all around, but the computer screen behind this desk is completely dead, and there's no one here.
Interesting. Meanwhile, I'm looking behind, and as I'm walking, going, so you guys, these people were hostile. We're never going to negotiate, right? That's why you chose to do it this way, right? Complete stunning silence.
Well, you did see the reception we received from their sentries.
Yeah, after we blew up the first one. So
After it
I'm gonna
shot
swipe the
us.
I'm gonna swipe the card again.
All right, this door opens as well, revealing another small airlock door. As you every step forward seems to build this sense of anticipation, and this door itself, as you're getting ready to swipe it, it feels like whatever's on the other side is what you're here for.
Mm.
Is everyone following?
Yes, I'm covering. Trying to remember.
Squeezing through the hallway.
Mitherlin.
Mitherlin.
Yep.
All right.
I'm just taking the comfortable lead.
So you swipe into the next door, and this is what you see. So I'll show you something on the map. It opens up to a large chamber with enormous pillars, and this one clearly builds down as well. So as you come through this airlock, it almost looks like the rest of the room is on a slight decline towards this center chamber. And in the very center, there appears to be some sort of larger facility in which there are catwalks walking out to it. And you've got some sort of sense that there's a large drop around it. Like these might be drops down, however deep. Around it, you see there are cameras and machines of various sorts all along the walls, and the walls are completely lined with computer banks. And in the very center stands a human. You were told that Dr. Duval would be a human in a white lab coat with black hair. Looks like gelled out into a pointed goatee, and he appears to be working on a computer in front of him. And as you open up the door, he turns towards you. You also see in two of the corners, taking cover behind nooks in the wall, there appears to be two armed security guards wearing what looks like military equipment with rifles, and they've taken up a position and they're aimed towards the entranceway.
Okay.
He turns and he says, I hear you've come to speak to me?
That's right. We got some negotiations to do. And I'm gonna walk into the room. I don't have my weapons out, so I'm just coming in casually. Sorry we didn't knock, but well, your door guards aren't very nice. Still,
We heard your knocks sufficiently.
I'm sure. Still, I think we have a couple things to negotiate over. I think there's some methods around here that might need to change a little bit to satisfy the working people of this planet.
While you're talking and moving forward to talk, Neferu, Ezreal, and Jamin, what are you doing?
Coming up behind Bethrlin to cover him in case those guys start shooting.
Okay. You can move into the room even, if you'd like. You notice as you go through, as you're the last one through each door, they shut. So at the moment, this door is shut behind you, Ezreal, but this door in front of you is still open.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
And then they just airlock you like... just so you know, there were 4 cards, and as you guys walked in the first room, card. They might get rejected later, but you got a card right now. Okay.
I was thinking about spiking the doors. These are military-grade doors, right? They don't have emergency releases on them or anything?
These look like the airlocks you are in look to be military issue. However, the other doors looked like they were more civilian issue.
Okay, but this is the military bunker. All right, well, this is going to be difficult.
All right. So that you say that about your method techniques, and he says, I reject your claims of such changes. Our research done here is essential for the survival of the planet and for the survival of its people. There's no falsification of records or any of those claims of fake science being used. We adhere to strict scientific method. We are not politically motivated.
Aha, sure you aren't. And that's what your armed robots outside tell me.
Well, clearly they were needed if this is the type of treatment that science gets treated with. Armed marauders and mercenaries. This is an absolute affront to science.
So why don't you go ahead and explain yourself then? So pretending the whole planet, it's kind of covered in ash and lava and dead. So how about we start there? What are the I'll relay the changes and say, like, so what are these changes going to do for you?
What? The changes that you're recommending?
Yes.
What?
Be more
Eh,
precise.
Those I don't even know what changes. Or are you like you guys haven't even checked out the disk. You don't know what's on this data drive. You were
Oh,
just told that they needed changes of their methods and that this data stick would do that.
okay. In that case, so since we don't know, I was kind of like fish for that and hope
Oh,
someone would back
Mithrin,
me up.
how good is your deceit?
I got to see.
Tell him that the information is on the data disk and he just needs to slot it into his computer.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking. But I'm still gonna interrogate him first and go. So what's so important about your work here? You say you're saving the planet. The whole planet's dead. It's a lava wasteland. What are you talking about?
Nothing is truly destroyed, and even this pristine environment supports the uh, the Ioti people. And if they are to continue on their process, they will do nothing but destroy it. They will not use its true potential.
Well, what kind of potential? What are you talking about? What is it you're working on here?
There's, I've no reason to tell you, buffoons. You were, you were foolish enough uh, to, to come and attack my laboratory, and foolish enough to even enter this chamber. And he hits a button on his his wrist computer, and this door here shuts.
Oh, trapped in the
And
airlock.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yep, let's see if I pull out a weapon in time. Boop. He's gonna suck the oxygen out of the room. I'm gonna be like, aha, I'm airtight.
I am airtight.
Alright, I'm gonna choose to have my semi-auto pistol
I
today.
have 3 successes on my initiative, and I have danger sense. I would like to use my focus to jump through before this closes.
All right.
Sounds great.
Dive in through the airlock. As it's right about to close, you do it. Yeah. An Indiana Jones style. You leap in and have your weapons out drawn as you dive in.
Now I'm mad. Because I was with you up until the mad side, until you called us. I was like, well, I'm willing to negation. You're all fools! Let's be a scientist who's not mad.
That's true. Yeah, just show me one of them. And then
We got one of them up
everyone
top.
has everyone has what weapons they want out, and from this this open pit below you, in the chamber before you, a number of drones rise up. Each one of these look like, from their picture, their tokens on the map, they look like some sort of squid with some sort of propulsion unit behind it, and a head which on the very front of it looks like it's got several manipulating tools and maybe some sort of lasers.
Ooh. Very fancy.
They're probably repair or scuttlers or whatever, but whatever they are, they're bad dudes. Each one more droning than the last.
So they all rise up, and on their first action, they're going to rise up, and each one of them is going to take a guard. So I'll just put a green dot on each one of them.
Blinking lights and are assessing threats. Crap.
And I guess just to clarify real quick, the little area he's standing on that's accessible via these catwalks that are at our level, there's like no protective dome over this or anything, right?
There does not look like there is a protective dome over it.
It is perfectly plain air between us and them. Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
Force screens aren't really a thing in the Myriad Song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, glass bubble would also be perfect.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So all of them fly up. All of them are guarding.
So all of those fly up and guard, and these two guys in the corner, one of them is going to open fire on Neferu.
And I'm going to
with
interrupt.
Okay.
And doing that, I'm also. Do I need a sniper shot on this guy, or is he close enough I don't get a range penalty?
He's at the range that he is, I believe.
He's at the range he's at.
He's more than 10 meters. It's a D8 range penalty. Actually, it's worse than that. It's a D12 range penalty.
Yeah, I'll sniper shot this because that doesn't take an action.
Okay, so you're interrupting. So you're attacking him. He needs to defend himself. Does he threaten at medium range? Does he have a carbine?
He does have a carbine.
You can either counterattack, because you're interrupted. You can either counterattack or dodge with bonus D12. Which would you rather do?
He is going to. Wait, where would the bonus D12 come from? Wouldn't it be a?
Well, that would be the range die, except he's a sniper, so he's going to negate that.
By the way, I'm moving over the range.
Yeah,
the range part of this map as well.
Because you're more than 10 meters away, you get a D12 range die for dodging at range. So either counterattack.
Yeah,
when you counterattack, range dice don't apply.
He would rather just continue to counterattack.
Okay, so you'll counterattack. Okay, so roll off. Highest roller hits the loser.
All right.
Attacker only has a 7. You might be able to beat that.
He's only got D6s, so that will not be sufficient.
You're rolling to screen out the 3.
Yes.
So close. You are still hit.
Actually, I rolled the wrong die for my favorite use. I'll re-roll it.
Okay, because you got to do more damage. Okay, because that's 2 doubled is 4 plus 1. It's a crit. You just took a 7-point hit to the face.
And I do not believe he will have enough armor to soak that.
Oof, yeah.
Even with his 3 armor, that's not enough, and he is splattered up against the wall.
Hey, he might still be alive. He could just be dying. But we'll look later.
We'll look later. At the moment, he's down.
You might have just lost an arm.
And does that interrupt take your action for the next round?
No. It just makes me lose my focus.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
right.
You got to focus.
If this comes up, he doesn't get 3 actions. He only gets 2.
Okay.
Same with me.
The other one is going to fire at Mothman in the front.
No, I'm always the target. Okay, let's do it.
You're going to dodge?
Oh, yes, I'm going to dodge. So I have D6 and D8. And you are at a range. I believe I get the extra D12 as well.
You do.
That is. You're at medium. So that is a 1d12.
Ooh, well, looking pretty good.
You're totally fine.
Yeah, bolts fly everywhere. Nice.
All right. What would you all like to do?
Well, everyone seems fine, so I don't have to rally them. Why don't you guys go ahead and go first?
All right. I'll make short work of the northern guy up here by frenzying, reloading, firing, and screaming.
Okay. Which one would you like to fire at?
The northernmost guard, the human.
Yeah. He'll counterattack by firing back.
And he might actually hit me.
You hit
It's a
each other.
tie.
All right. And so yours does just 1 damage, I believe.
Well, 2 for slaying plus 1 for the weapon, so that's a total of 3.
So you do 3, and he will do. Because anything you tie with counts as a success.
That's correct.
Yes.
All right. And so he is he's not trying to hold back. He's on he's not going to leave it flat. So that'll do plus 2 damage. So he'll do 3 damage to you. Are you entering your frenzy?
Yes, that's what. And the soak roller reflected that. I've soaked it all, and I just go reeling.
And
all right. And his roll, he's got his body and his armor for 2d6.
Yeah, he might live.
He soaks 2 of it. So you did 3 points of damage. He takes 1.
Wouldn't that
so
be
reeling
4 points of damage?
No, because it's 1 doubled is 2, then plus 1 is 3. He doesn't get critical.
I'm sorry. Is this slaying as a hashtag?
A slaying is double damage for double successes. It's not hashtag. Critical's hashtag.
Yeah.
Right, but if it's slaying damage +1 and the 1 success, does that not make it 2 double to 4?
No, the
No.
plus one's a flat bonus. It's not double.
Oh,
Only
okay.
success is double.
I thought the damage itself was slaying, and that +1 was automatically there. All
That
right.
is not true.
And instead of hashtags, because those are used for macro calls, I use a diamond.
Okay, so, hey, Griffin, what are you armed with?
A pistol.
Oh, you are not a combatant.
Not really, no.
I'm gonna get my ass. All right. Well, I'm gonna scramble.
All right, scramble away.
All right, so that's 7. That is to here, and crap, you guys probably have ranged defenses. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the first drone. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this guy. How will you
right.
defend yourself?
He is going to just dodge.
Okay, phew, is where you guys make counterattack. Okay,
Right,
bullet
he's-
counter. I don't know how tough you are, so I'm gonna go ahead and rip the clip. Blam, blam, blam.
All right. He's got a D8 for his evasion, just because
And
it's
gets an extra
better.
D8 for range because he's only at short range. By the way,
Alright.
that circle around me is my threat range. In case I can counterattack anybody in that circle.
All right. I believe you've hit 4 times.
Wow. That's 9, 7, 7. So that's 3 successes. This is a magnum, so it's +2. That's a critical hit, that's a 7-point hit. Let's see how
But
you
you did say bullet Did you say no bullet conversation?
I said rip the clip. I'm spending bullets. I don't know how solid you are.
All right. So that will 9 points of damage. You said
7.
or 7. Even with his. Oh well, I guess he can do 2d6. Let's see, plus 1d8. He soaks 2 of that, which drops it down to 5,
Which
and
is still
then
dead.
he will use his cybernetic body and mind to drop it down to 3.
Okay, so he is hurt, panicked, and injured, but still in the fight. Yeah, I figured you guys were robots, so you were pretty solid. So,
Yep, so he has.
Ping, ping.
He's reeling, panicked, hurt, and injured. Correct.
I hate robots so much, and that is all correct. Hate
And then
robots
he-
so much.
Does he lose guarded because he goes reeling?
No, he's still guarded.
Oh, he's still guarded. Okay, just making sure.
We all get a bonus to hit him, but he gets a guarding bonus against us. No, it's like I start firing bullets into it, going, crap. I knew these guys would be solid. Oh well, that's my turn.
All right. And all right.
Guess that leaves me.
Yeah, you might want to rally your dinosaur.
I've put on it that it's got no cybernetic body / no cybernetic mind. Can you see that name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
All
almost trashed. I'm sorry I didn't kill him.
That to be a reminder to to all of us that that's what's going on.
I had to
All
zoom in
right.
to see it.
So I get several successes. Hey, dinosaur, you are no longer reeling, and you'll have a focus.
Can't
Congratulations.
focus while frenzied.
Can you give me focus?
I think I can split these up amongst everyone around me, right?
Is this the Lampier ability?
No, this is just a normal rally.
If it's a normal rally, it has to be on one guy, so no.
Yeah, so one guy, congratulations, you're not reeling, that's all that matters. I was gonna give you focus, but getting rid of reeling matters.
He's a dinosaur. He can't get focused. That's the other reason why I didn't buy unipolar ranging, because he can't focus while he's screaming.
As long as I'm here, I may as well take a pot shot, so I'm gonna take a pot shot with my semi-auto pistol.
You might finish it off. It gets to dodge with a bonus D8.
That's
you get a
true.
bonus D8 to hit it because it's reeling. It's
That's-
still guarding, so it still gets the guarding bonus.
Mm-hmm.
It's high as an 8.
My high is a 6.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Yep, so a couple bullets shoot out and go nowhere, and I'm done. Welcome to
and then-
non-combatant.
Jamin.
First action guard. This guy up here is reeling, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I'm gonna psychokinetic attack him.
His
All right.
only defense is to dodge, but he does get a ranged die to dodge.
And I have a bonus D8 because he's reeling.
All right. My high is a 6.
I have an
So you
8
have-
and a 7, but yep.
Right.
So,
Okay, so-
that is 3 damage. You're not immune to warp, are you?
No.
Alright, so that's 5 damage. Weak.
5 damage, but you get to roll your soak twice.
All right. He's
And then the
got.
And then the fun happens.
He's got. What is that? 2d6 soak. So the first one is nothing. The second one is 2 soak.
I think you're out because you're dying. It's 4 points left. 4 points
Yep.
is done.
No, it's only 3 points left.
Oh.
I hit him for
Really?
5, he soaked 2, that's 3. Oftentimes
Oh
3.
no, 3. Okay, so you're just hurt, panicked, and injured. You're just
But there's a follow-up to this where I've ripped the weapon out of your hand, so you're now disarmed. And I'm gonna fling
He's
it
got
at
no carbine.
I'm gonna fling it at this guy who's already hurt and see if I can finish him off.
Yep.
Okay.
can you fling that far?
It doesn't have a range associated with the follow-up, so I'm assuming it's as far as the initial attack, which is 30 meters, medium range.
Right. Yeah, he's within 30 of the first target and 30 here. It says in the fine print it's got to be within 30 of the fling and 30 of you, so you're fine. Okay, so suddenly this guy's gun flings out of his hands and flings at this guy. So this guy can go ahead and roll a dodge.
I got it.
Well, no, you've tied. You don't have any cover or anything, do you?
That's a tie, and to break, you have to have something that would break the tie, and you don't because you're a hovering robot. So you're
That's
hit.
correct. So it's hit.
But this might not hurt you because this is only
5 points of damage weak.
5 points of weak, and you're hurt and injured. This is a 7-point weak hit. So go ahead and soak twice. 7
He's
points.
got 2d6 plus 1d8 armor.
Yep.
That's 2 soak, so it's down to 5, and then 2 more, so it's down to 3.
It's back to hurt, panicked, and injured. So you bounced it. You're hurt, panicked, and injured again. So you bounced it.
Alright, well, that's my move.
It was still good.
There's also a gun laying at its feet somewhere.
Which falls.
Yep.
All right.
I like
so the gun flies at it and falls down this pit. And is that everyone?
That's all of us, I think.
Seems like it.
All right. So on their turn, this guy right here is hurt, panicked, and injured, but he doesn't really have a way to get anywhere.